Okay, parts are in. Let's see if we can put this thing together. A package in a package. Looks like we got everything we need though. Not sure where that goes. I know where those go. Seal. That's for the pump. Oh yeah, I know where those go. And a couple of bearings. So, let's see if we can get set up, figure out how we're going to tap that down. I think we're just going to tap it in with a wood block. And away we go. All right. Bearing number 1. Just going to put a little bit on there. Bearing grease. I think the rubber hammer just has too much bounce. Sir. Yeah, too much bounce with the rubber hammer and on the bench, so there we go. Got a manual going here. First thing, we should put a little bit of oil on those bearings, eh? Just for good luck. Definitely set down, yeah. Okay. First thing is flat washer. And then more bearings. And then and like a glove. Now we have a oil seal that goes in this side. I don't know what that's going to be like to press in. Yeah, it shouldn't be bad, so we'll press that in. See that? And I'm pretty sure it goes in upside down like that. The way I pulled the other one out. Yeah, hooked on the bottom of it, so that was the upside. Pretty hard to tell from the manual. Where are you? Yeah, like that really shows you a lot, eh? Oh well. Let's drive it in anyway. Rubber hammer because it's a little less impact. I gotta put this on the floor. seal is friggin' tight. Okay. Now we'll put the shaft in. Yeah, that's right. Very nice. Smooth too. All right. And then we've got impeller. Got to thread that on and torque her down. And then the cap. I cleaned this thing up best I could, but I guess at some point it'll be time for a new one. All right, so here's a cool idea. Let's pull the friggin' bearings out and put the seal in the right way. The guys who had the seal in before put it in backwards, and I repeated what they did, which was not right. So it's actually the spring goes down. So I'm just gonna, they also call for some 5/18 around the perimeter here. Some of that good juice on there. That's better. And put the bearing back in this side. So I pound that in and then we'll get her back up on the bench and move on. Okay, wear ring time. Hopefully she goes in. Had it in the freezer. Oh, it's going to be... bottomed out. That looks good. Now we'll put the impeller on. Let's see what we're dealing with. I left the rubber boot on this time. Oh, what? How many times am I gonna make a mistake? You guys get to see it. Gotta put Loctite on the threads. Red Loctite. Coming up. Seadoo. Gobs of red. Till I want to change the impeller because this one cavitates because it's all screwed up. Well, it looks pretty good. Good clearance all around. Snug her down. That is only goes on with like 50 foot-pounds of torque too. Click, click. Say she looks pretty good. Now, this one has a couple holes right there, which I think is kind of weird, and these screws go in, so I guess that'll be the next thing, but I don't know whether you're supposed to drill, because that would put pressure to push the ring in, so a little more investigating. That should do her. Just enough without snugging up the wear ring against the impeller. I don't know, it's kind of a weird Alright, let's put that thing on the machine. Alright, so they're calling for a little Loctite 518 around the seal here. So oh yeah, quite big air bubble. Dirty rag there. Good. Now, cap that. O-ring. Okay. O-ring. And then we're looking for the top of the pump, which is right there, the socket, and the hole to fill should be at the top. And then they call for some 243. Talking to a Seadoo dealer, and he was complaining that Seadoo said you have to have like, it's like 30 or something crazy number, different Loctites and sealants and adhesives, and it is true, they've got some different spec for every part. I just kind of stick with the 243 and the 518 gasket maker, and they're Permatex for the engine, ultra gray, so it's all sort of substitutes there for everything else. And I guess I use the extra strength for the impeller. Okay. And the torque on those is very low, I'm sure. Obviously, even with all the stuff that they ask you to do, they always seem to be filled up with water anyway. I don't know. Probably gets in through the oil seal, I guess, when it wears. And they are calling for 7.5 Nm. Let me get the torque wrench. Yep. Okay. Now we got to add a bunch of oil to this thing. And I would bet that I don't have enough. I know for sure I don't. I think I've left a part out. I know you guys were screaming. Son of a gun, eh? Anti-rattle. Hopefully, most of that oil has run down, which it has. And that goes in like that. Find the top of the pump again. Isn't that a
redo this again. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I'm doing a redo. But I guess it's better than forgetting it totally and putting it all together and on the machine. And where did the washer go? I'll find the freaking washer. Washer. Again.
Okay. Let's go back to filling the pump. If we can. Ah, yeah. Now we can see. I'm guessing that's all she's going to take. Oh, it's sitting right at the top. That's an air bubble. I like it. right. I say we put it on the machine. See if she fits. Let's do it. Okay. Different route. Same end game. Just see. Yeah, go back a bit. And again. I think that was easier. And we'll just slide that back and clip her in after we bolt her up. Now, this pipe keeps falling out, but I don't think that matters till the next one gets bolted on anyway. That looks good. And put a little bit more Loctite. It looks like what was I going to say? I put it too far in on the threads. Nuts and bolts are at the back end of the thread, so that one's good. That one's good. Good.
Foot down for that. And what, that is 13 now? Still gives me lots of room to work on the sender. Okay, perfect.
And there we go. Next. Minor technical problem. This went all the way through. You see what I mean? Quick change. That washer in on the top. I am going to put one on the bottom. Ha! Now we're cooking. Next phase. And the other top one. Trim isn't hooked up yet. The secret stash. Found what I need. believe I found. Allen key, Allen wrench. Alright. Perfect. Has a lock nut on the back side, nylock, and it actually locks into the holder. Good. Hope I'm not screwing myself up for that wiring. No, you can still fix that up, shrink her up. Away we go. Okay, just going to tighten that up. On to the next. So now we're going to do a little systems test just to be sure that everything's working okay. Right turn, left turn, back to center, reverse. And then I'll hook up the power, try a tilt. Connection on the power. Back to center. And that should be it. I think everything looks pretty good. And I think we're going to move on to the bodywork. Bodywork's going to need I don't know, buffing and all this stuff. You'll see this will come up really nice. Maybe some wet sand or whatever. A couple of little patches there. Got some iffy stuff going on here. This whole thing, I don't know. Looks like it's been painted or something. Kind of some weird finishing going on down there. So, I don't know. Definitely some repairs needed for sure, but I think we can get her looking half decent. And then we got to wait till spring to put this thing in the water. But anyway, we're going to do some more cleanup. This whole paint job thing the guy did on the side, I don't know what that was all about. Probably just to make it look good when I went to pick up the haul. But anywho, it's all a part of the fun. Last look inside here. All right, on to the next project, which is gel coating with the Amazon Red Gel Coat Repair Kit. See you on the next one.